I know this guy who used to sit and play video games all day. He gets what he wants, so he never has to work for anything he gets.
I got Stretch in January of 2019. In this video, he's a little bit off because he actually fell off the trailer. He's 4 years old, and he never actually raced. When I brought him home, we just did some groundwork, some free lunging, that kind of stuff. After about a month, I got on him for the first time, and we just worked really lightly, some walk trot for the first month or so. And then eventually we did work up to cantering in the arena, but we didn't spend a lot of time with it because I was really trying to focus on instilling, good groundwork and good basics on him. We stayed at this farm for a while, but I eventually decided I was going to move him. So there's a couple clips still at this farm, but eventually I did move him. And once I moved him, I don't think it had anything to do with the move, but things started going downhill. He became really, really, really lame. As you can see in this clip, he can hardly walk. And for the next couple months, this was about June, for the next couple months, he was very on and off lame. Sometimes he would start looking like he was going to be better, and then he would get really, really lame, and he just was blowing abscess after abscess. And I had the vet out quite a few times for him. His farrier came out and saw him I feel like it was like once a week almost. And he just kept blowing abscesses. So I ended up moving him again so he was closer to me. He's only about 10 minutes down the road now. And but he was just losing a lot of weight. He was still blowing abscesses. And he was primarily lame on his front right. His feet were really terrible, and just like I said, abscess after abscess. So I put boots on him, changed his food around, and then in the end of September, he actually blew a huge abscess off the top of his right foot. And I'm talking huge. The hole was massive. The picture doesn't even do it justice. And then, after that, things kind of really started to look up. He started putting some weight back on. He was increasingly becoming more sound, becoming more confident, starting to put muscle back on. At this time, I wasn't really doing much with him, just kind of lunging him occasionally to see how his feet were doing. And, on his really good days, he might go out on a short trail ride, but nothing serious. And then his feet started getting a lot better, and the farrier didn't have to come out quite as often. And he is barefoot, and he wasn't so sensitive. The gravel didn't bother him anymore. The hard ground stopped bothering him, and just increasingly improving. And every day he got better and better, started putting on more weight. We eventually got to the point where we were able to start going out and doing some trail rides. It was really nice out, so we just started with, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and just slowly started, working our way up. And eventually, we were trotting and cantering again. I did get the chiropractor to start coming out to see him, and that's really improved his hind end, his ability to hold muscle over his top line and his hind end. And he's just really starting to be a happy guy. He's happy to go to work. He's happy to be ridden. He's happy to see people. He loves going on the trail. He's not super graceful, but really just starting to look up for him, and he's having, a ton of sound days. We are still, working on coming back from how undermuscled he got and how thin he got, but every day is a step in the right direction. And we're just really excited to see where we go in 2020. Our goals are just to start lessoning and maybe do some clinics, get off the property a little bit, and go from there.